My name is Adrian Ravarour. I am an art photographer and an artist who uses photography. As a child, I wanted to become an artist. So I used to spend hours every day tracing the outline of paintings and photographs in order to learn and memorize the elemental designs of each work of art. When I was 12, I was given a camera that began experiments of composition and focus. In junior high school, the photography instructor noted that my photographs always had good composition. Then, as a teenager in San Francisco, I studied for a couple of years at a school and then became a staff member at Intersection Center for Religion and the Arts, where its director, Laird Sutton, proposed that art is sacramental. His concept of art being a sacrament was initially beyond my comprehension. But when I moved to Monterey, I began to comprehend the ideal as I walked the shoreline with my camera, recording the dawn and evening light along the bay, the expanse of nature, its flora, and explorations into the abandoned buildings on Cannery Row, capturing the shapes and designs that light and shadow made. Fortuitously, I shared a studio at Sunset Center with Nancy Lang, where the son of a famous photographer often critiqued my photographs that he said resembled his brother's work. He often discussed his father's photography and the basics of composition, the rule of thirds, symmetry, asymmetry, qualities of light, and we both saw color as form. Another photographer shared his method of metering for variations in light and his zonal system. These golden hour experiences, majestic scenery, and photographic renderings were inspiring. I continued still photography, but expanded as a media artist when I was trained as a camera operator and then director. Eventually, I became a video cinematographer at the Dance Video Center that recorded Los Angeles concert dance performances and then independent work elsewhere. Both photography and the moving image employ many of the same lens-based compositional elements and camera functions. Even my academic studies related to energy flow and the aesthetics of recording the moving image found relationships to art and compositional rendering. Some of my photographs were published as small press books at EFA Books, MagCloud, Darkroom, Ex Libris, and a couple of my books were collected at the George Eastman House, and some of my works were collected at universities, museums, or institutes. While I prefer the field of art photography and making art using photography, I encourage you to envision ways of seeing, to envision works of art. What do you see? What are its elements? What do you want to create? Edward Weston encouraged qualities of light, and Henri Cartier-Bresson recommended a decisive moment. Art is the passion that I pursue, to create photographs that speak to others on subliminal levels, to approach the ineffable, experimental explorations and paeans to art and beauty, to portray sacred moments or reflect light in such a way that it is both art and life.